All right, man. Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So I figured I'll bless everybody with 3 episodes on Sunday too. So on these days too. I usually take off Saturday and Sundays, or I take off at least one day, but I was like, you know what? Let me give us some more episodes. All right, so this episode is about Drake unfollowing everybody and why it's a big deal to certain people. And I'm gonna give my take on it. So this is Torture Talk. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you like the content. You know, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content that's absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, that's on the screen. Cash App, PayPal's in the description. Let me know where you're from. They call me the Hidden Gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 11,000 and 1 million by Monday. So I'm going to get to it. This comes courtesy of LaWesta. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to watch this video and we're going to come back and discuss. So let's go. All right. So let's get it, man.
Imagine spending 15 long years building a great friendship with someone.
LeBron, what a legendary night in NBA history. You're breaking the all-time scoring record.
Only to have them dancing on your grave with your worst enemy. Well, that's pretty much what Drake is experiencing with his longtime friend, LeBron James. In the past, it was common to see Drake not only dedicating entire songs to him, but there were also times where Drizzy even received mentorship from James when he was losing in a devastating beef with Pusha T.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
Their bond went so deep that Drake...
I don't mean to laugh. He sounded like he was about to cry. You said you south. Ah, man, this is great. Let's go.
Even got a tattoo of LeBron's jersey on his left arm. So how did two kings of their own games go from being best friends to wanting nothing to do with each other? And who is the one to blame for the destruction of their friendship? It's your boy LeBron, and today we're gonna discuss why Drake hates LeBron. And by the end of the video, you'll see if this is just another case of Drake being sensitive, or if he truly has no friends left in an industry that he's been dominating for years. You see, the perceived rift between Drake and LeBron began making headlines in the middle of the Kendrick beef earlier this year. It all started with LeBron rapping along to Like That, which was the first installment of Drake's calculated decline. However, this can't be conclusively stamped as LeBron picking a side, since the lyrics of the song probably resonated with Bron on a personal level. You know, with Bron being one of the top candidates of the GOAT conversation, and the F the Big Three, it's just Big Me line from Kendrick. Also at that point, people weren't sure if the beef was going to be real or not, so people didn't pay LeBron too much mind. But when the beef became established, with both sides registering shots at each other, perspectives on who was rapping what song started to shift. If you were a public figure rapping Euphoria, it was assumed that you were on Team Kendrick. And if you were rapping Push-Ups, you were Team...
Oh, man. Damn. It's funny how one verse could fuck up the game. Damn. Kendrick does it again. Turned the game upside down. This is what happens, man. Tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha. Joke's on you. High five. I'm bulletproof. Damn.
Drake, which is why it became such a big deal when LeBron, who was perceived to be close friends with Drake, was seen dancing and rapping Not Like Us with no reservation on multiple occasions, leading fans to debate whether LeBron was doing the right thing here. Black culture is fueled by hate and colorism, light game versus dark skin. You're not black enough, blah blah blah. LeBron should never dance to anything that Kendrick says, cause Drake has been his friend for so long. Weak. But before we go any further,
You niggas is soft. You niggas is soft. Oh my God, bro. I never seen nothing like this. You niggas is soft, man. This Drake generation of men are cookie dough soft. I'm telling you. You dudes are soft. It's so crazy how y'all are upset. It's a diss track. He told the man we can go one or two ways. And he chose to go this way. And now y'all complaining. Crazy.
I think it's important to understand the dynamic between Drake and LeBron, and we need to talk a little bit about their close, tight-knit friendship that they developed over the years. After the two of them met all the way back in 2009 during Drake's release party for So Far Gone, they've been able to build a pretty strong bond with one another. They would text each other before games, invest in businesses together, and over time, LeBron started to regard him as family. What we have is a real family. It's not just because we are successful at what we do. We really care about one another on a day-to-day basis. Anytime you got a friend that can come and support you in what you do, I really respect that. Drake was then seen showing out for LeBron's championship celebrations.
Have a pair.
Everybody had a pair.
I didn't have a pair till I got drafted.
I had a pair.
Listen, if you, Vince really had you believing that the shock technology in those shoes would make you jump
100%.
like that.
You could genuinely feel the brotherhood they had with each other. But after some time, the relationship started to become a little one-sided, as more often than not, it was always Drake who was congratulating.
Who said that? Was it Jay-Z? He said, love changes, a thug changes, and best friends. No, it was Nas. He said, love changes, a thug changes, and best friends become strangers. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. Like, you gotta understand, situations change people. And you know who your real friends are when certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think LeBron, he was singing Kendrick. He was singing, to be fair, LeBron was singing Drake songs too. He was dissing Kendrick. So, I don't know. But we'll see. Let's go.
Braun for a milestone or doing something for Braun. And very rarely is it the reverse.
LeBron, I'm honored to be a part of yet another historic night for you. 30,000 career points. It's incredible. It seems like every time we look up, you're setting another milestone or breaking another record. And I always tell you, you're one of the most inspirational people in my life. I'm honored to call you a brother.
It just seems like Drake is always looking up to LeBron, even going as far as getting a tattoo of LeBron's iconic high school jersey number on his body, which has pretty much turned into a meme at this point. And if we're trying to rationalize Drake's actions, we could say that people get tattoos of figures that mean something to them or inspire them in some capacity. But it just doesn't seem like LeBron feels the same way about Drake. This was made abundantly clear when Drake was straight up sunned by LeBron's show following his feud with Pusha T and the revelation of his hidden kid.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
Despite all of this, they still
He said, I could never let you down. Niggas is soft, man. Oh my God, you niggas is soft, man. God damn, you niggas soft. What happened, man? What happened to us, man? How do we get so soft these days? You know what I'm saying? What happened, man? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
remained friends and hung out regularly. However, their friendship would soon come crumbling down with Kendrick Lamar's explosive hit track titled Not Like Us. A song that dubbed Drake as a certified pedophile, said that he colonizes America for his own monetary gain, that he f***ed his best friend and mentor's girl while he was in jail, and a whole lot more. Kendrick Lamar showed the world he was ready for war when his beef with Drake came to light. Even though Kendrick was cool with LeBron as well, he was definitely much more tighter with Drake. But when push came to shove, he had to pick a side, because that song would just not go away. Breaking record after record and getting played throughout the summer in every club, DJ set, and radio airwaves, Drake needed as much support from his friends as possible. And while Kevin Durant, who is also tatted on Drake's body, decided to publicly claim Team Drake, LeBron was instead being filmed rapping along to the song. Now, it's bad enough that he was singing the song publicly when he was good friends with Drake, but appearing at Dot's pop-out show in LA probably made Drake sick to his stomach. Think about it, Drake was in the middle of
This is great. Yo, this is great, man. I ain't gonna even lie. This is great. And the reason why it's great is because this shows you that this is what happens when you go down that hole, man. Like Drake. Let me speak to Drake real quick. Drake, the boy warned you, man. Kendrick warned you. He told you over and over again, we could just keep this a friendly fade. We could just keep it this way. Because I know some shit about and make Gunna look like a saint, man. And you chose to go this route. You can't blame LeBron, bro. You can't blame LeBron. You only could blame yourself. Y'all could have just had a friendly sparring, but you took it personal. You made it personal. You discredited some good people, man. This is the reason why you're where you're at. Just had to speak to Drake real quick. Because to me, it just seems to me like this guy doesn't get it. And I don't blame LeBron. Because LeBron look at it like it's just music. I think Drake took it personal, but you shouldn't have took the battle personal. You should have just had a friendly competition. And y'all probably, to be honest with y'all, probably could have had a friendly battle and then probably could have did some shit at the end together. But you took it you made it personal. And he told you not to.
getting clowned by the entire West Coast and other artists who were waiting for his downfall. To have someone who was basically one of your homies go to the pop-out show and rap along to a song calling you a PDF file has to be gut-wrenching. Cause LeBron was literally saying every word. This is somewhat ironic since LeBron is historically known for being horrible at remembering lyrics. The fact that the one song he gets right is the one clowning his alleged best friend is something that drew up a lot of reactions.
But come on, Lois, I gotta call you on that one, bro. First of all, he was drinking. Let's be clear, he was drinking. Secondly, LeBron, he rapped everybody's song. It wasn't just Kendrick. And I believe that there's videos of him actually rapping the push-ups or talking about push-ups. So it wasn't just Kendrick, bro. Drake just took it the wrong way. Maybe you're going to explain that.
No way! Is this Bron? This ain't Bron. No way. I gotta zoom in. No way Bron is singing a part like, yeah, I'm not even Drake mans like that. I don't even sing the parts of like, I sing the Not Like Us Drake, but some of the parts where he calling Drake a clear pedophile, I don't sing that part. That's just out of respect. I'm like, yo,
that's crazy. That's crazy. You niggas is that scared of Drake that y'all don't even sing the part? Bro, it's catchy. It is what it is. He said, out of respect, I don't sing that part. We ain't even close like that, but out of respect. So it's like, it's like behind closed doors, you don't say the part. He got you niggas like that? Behind closed doors? You won't even say the part by yourself when you're home? When there's nobody around you and your dog? What your dog gonna tell? Yo, this is crazy.
that sounds crazy, right? Yo, don't tell me this is Bron just singing OVO, the other vaginal option. What? Nah, that's not Bron. That's not Bron. Ain't no way that Bron. Ain't no Bron.
Bron is on the block list tonight. Drake has a tattoo of this man on his body. Shame on you, LeBron. Typical Bron front running like a...
They should have never gave you niggas Twitter. You niggas is soft. This is soft. This is soft. This is soft hand behavior. Charmin man behavior. You dudes are Charmin men. This is Charmin man behavior. This is Charmin man behavior. Bron's on the block list tonight. This is Charmin man behavior. Read these things here. This is crazy. Listen to this. Look at this. Drake has a tattoo of this man on his body. Oh my God. Bro, shame on you, Bron. So because you went out and got a tattoo of me, I should be like, nah, man, I can't sing along to that song because Drake got a tattoo of me. Bro, I never told you to do that. Yo, this is wild. This is wild, bro.
Like we ain't seen him tweeting owls out, LOL. And the tweet they're referring to is this one, where LeBron's congratulating Drake on finishing his tour, mere days after being caught rapping like that on the court initially.
I know it's not you, Louis. I'm just saying. LeBron, right? He likes rap music, bro. He likes rap music, bro. This is what he does, bro. This is insane, bro. But let's go.
Point, it was clear to Drake that LeBron was no longer on his side. So, in typical Drake fashion, he unfollows LeBron on Insta, hops on his alt account, and begins sending subliminal shots. The popular one everyone seemed to catch was when Team USA won the Olympics and Drake reposted this image saying, "Congrats to my brothers Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant," while leaving out LeBron's name despite being the MVP and saving the team multiple times. And this was when everyone definitely knew that something was up between them. Then we started seeing a picture floating around the internet of LeBron and his wife Savannah with a PG Lang Kendrick shirt, which many seem to think was directed at Drake.
Savannah might just really love that shirt, and I don't speak about people's wives, but she might just really love that shirt brand and Kendrick and ain't paying what y'all doing no mind. Maybe. Nah. But LeBron posing in the picture the way he did with her in the shirt tells me that he saw the Drake post to all the Olympians that was not LeBron. They've been going back and forth since it's not like us, and it's interesting.
And I'm not rolling with the like she might just like that shirt and et cetera, because the James family are way too conscious of what they do and how it's perceived.
Bruh. Yo, I can't believe this. Yo, you niggas turn this whole shit into a soap opera with Drake and LeBron. It's like, yo, bro, it's like, I don't understand why is this such a soap opera between the two? I don't understand it. It's so crazy to me how people trying to flip this as if like LeBron's wife can't wear a PG Lang shirt without y'all thinking that he's taking shots at Drake. This is great. Oh.
However, there was also this random unsuspecting picture of a guy in his car posted on Drake's second account. Except, if you look into it, it's not actually a random guy. And that's actually a man who is known as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who is a popular soccer player who out-auraed LeBron and also told him to stay out of politics in 2021. So, from this post, we can infer that Drake was basically telling Bron to stay out of the beef. It's actually insane how much Drake puts into internet mind games, cause if he doesn't mess with anyone, he'll make sure the world knows that he doesn't mess with them. But if we think a little more about it, Drake probably called up LeBron and got a non-satisfactory response, leading him to get in his feelings and hop on Instagram. LeBron had been one of his guys from the beginning, and was someone he saw as a parallel to himself in another field. To have LeBron join in on his humiliation was something he probably didn't expect. And on LeBron's side of things, we need to ask if all of this even matters to him, or does he really hate Drake? LeBron has always been a fan of hip-hop, and over the years, we've seen him vibe to tunes from different parts of the country. He even proclaimed himself a hip-hop historian, and initially wanted Drake to follow up on the Pusha T beef.
So listen, as a hip-hop historian who loves hip-hop, I would love for you to respond.
Of course, we want to hear.
I did, by the way.
You're the greatest.
By the way, I did, by the way.
Yeah,
You wrote the song.
I did, and I said terrible things.
Yeah, I said, I want you to read.
Maybe LeBron felt like Drake's plays were weak during
Nigga said I did, and I said terrible things you don't really care. You've been saying terrible things for a long time. Why does it matter? He took the gloves off with you. And to truth be told, that was probably his last clip he had on you. What else could he had said? I mean, I'm sure Pusha T could have came up with something because he's a phenomenal lyricist. But it would have kept going. It probably would have been a little bit more even though I think Pusha, he dropped that nuke on you and that was it. But still, you always getting checkmated because people figured you out. You can't go, Drake can't go, he can't do a back and forth battle. Meek Mills, he did it to Meek Mills because Meek Mills is not a great song maker, battle rapper. He's a good rapper, battle rapper. He can battle rap, but back and forth song making, no, he's not catchy enough. And he didn't have like Meek Mill could have made it an even battle if Meek Mill would have maybe tried something a little bit different. I think he just tried to Meek Mill him. It don't work like that. But Drake can't go back and forth with people that's really good.
The beef, which is why he allied with Kendrick. And he might be thinking that everything being said was just within the sport of rapping. Plus, we have to remember that LeBron has been repping the city of Los Angeles as he's been on the Lakers for about 5 years. With Kendrick being raised in Compton, California, he's most likely just repping the city. And if we're being honest, it wouldn't have been that serious in the real world. Definitely not like it is for LeBron on the basketball court.
I think LeBron fucks with Drake. He probably was low-key rooting for Drake during this battle, but he's not the guy who is just like, yo, Not Like Us drops, I can't dance to it. He probably just think it's a fire moment. He's thinking it's like, imagine that playoff series where he does the 3-1 comeback versus the Warriors. I think that's what he's thinking it. Now, this is what I was saying about Drake with these friends that he has. Your friends are gonna see the forest from the trees. Yo, f*** the rap battle. He's calling my man's a pedophile.
Another theory is that LeBron might have sided with Kendrick because his wife, Savannah James, allegedly views Drake as a bad influence on him since Drake hasn't grown up from the party life and frivolous antics. This is something that Kendrick Lamar...
Now, that could be true. That could be true. Now, when your wife gets involved and she tells you, you know, I'm going to put it to you like this. I think that it's much more to this than we think. Now, it's just a theory. I'm not saying this is true. This is a theory. So please don't jump in the comments and say, well, you didn't believe the other girl when she said this. I know how y'all be getting on me. But I'm saying, I think something, going off of Drake's history, he might have said something to LeBron's wife. And she probably pulled LeBron to the side. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she felt some type of way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that Drake, and I can understand, I'm not going to sit here and say I can't, but I can understand why he would feel some type of way. I can. I ain't going to lie about that. I can understand why Drake would feel some type of way, especially if he thought that they were really good friends. But I can also understand why LeBron did what he did, because I think LeBron looks at it like it's just music. I don't think LeBron even views Drake as a PDF or anything like that. And I know y'all looking at it like, well, if that's my friend, then why are you singing it? You got to ask yourself, were they really friends though? Is this person really your friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all really friends? I don't know.
Alluded to on Meet the Grams, his third diss track, where he said, "Hey LeBron, keep the family away," warning LeBron of Drake's alleged predatory behavior when it comes to women in their teens. He and LeBron just have a 2-year age gap, yet their lives couldn't be more different. LeBron has a family and 2 kids, one of which who was raised so well that he literally gets to play alongside his own father in the NBA. Meanwhile, Drake is stuck in this constant cycle of rotating the same IG models, going to the same parties, and overall, not really growing or maturing much as a person. This also might be the reason why there's such a disconnect when talking to LeBron, because nothing will make a man mature faster than responsibilities and the way of setting a good example.
There's memes of how he looked at fucking LeBron with this fucking "You My Dad" look. How he looked at not Karl Anthony Towns, DeMarcus Cousins, the Kentucky picture. Like there's whole collages made how he behaved on the shop. This is maybe psychological, but it just appears that when the alphas come in, or when the money niggas come in a different example, you become who you are.
However, some basketball fans also...
That's 100% facts. And I think that what Joe was saying, I'm going to put it to you like this. I think Joe Buttons could have been a really good role model for Drake. And I know a lot of people probably think that, but scared to say it. I think Joe Buttons could have been a really good role model for Drake, because Drake is Joe Buttons. He's just, and I say that in a way where emotionally, they were both emotional characters. You know what I'm saying? Just Drake's just a little more popular, but he definitely looked up to Joe Buttons at one point. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Joe did, I think that I would say Drake kind of mocked that, but he just heightened it. He made it a little more broader. Because Joe did the same, he did the same type of music. You know what I'm saying? Not completely like him. I'm talking about rap wise, I'm saying, not singing wise. You know what I'm saying? He talked about girls. They both did that. But I think he could have been a really good role model for Drake as far as a mentor and showing him and teaching him things. I think what Joe was trying to do that when he was telling him that he needed to grow up during Views, he told him that. That was, 10 years ago. He was telling him that he needed to grow up. I definitely think that there's a disconnect between LeBron and Drake, and this is the reason why they're at. Because when you listen to Euphoria and Kendrick say, I know they call you the boy, but where's the man? Because I ain't see him yet. That's echoing all of these people's sentiment that been saying that Drake needs to grow up. He keeps hanging with young people. You know what I'm saying? He keeps messing with younger women. You know what I'm saying? He's 37 years old and he's still showing up like a 7-year-old. He's still doing things like a 14-year-old. He's still going to these parties like 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? He's the old dude in the club. The club is he walks in there, you know what I'm saying, with with all the same color on. You know what I'm saying? No style, just going there with a basketball jersey, basketball shorts, some Air Force Ones, and in a Laker hat. You know what I'm saying? All the same color. There's the old heads. There's the old heads dude. The old heads dude. And I think that Drake is the old head now, and he don't know how to accept it. He is literally going through a midlife crisis right now. And a lot of y'all probably don't even notice that. Maybe y'all notice it now. But Drake is going through a midlife crisis. He hasn't grown as an artist. He keeps doing the same material over and over and over. And this is what I'm saying. He hasn't grown as an artist. And that's why he's where he's at today. I mean, of course, he's rich and famous, but he will never be in the GOAT conversation or as far as like making classics because he's tapped out. He hasn't got past that threshold. But let's keep it going.
Believe that LeBron is doing all of this to sign a new player to the Lakers.
I think LeBron was actually using the Kendrick Lamar moment maybe as I don't know this to be true, but I think he was trying to get DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. Because you remember around the same time that all that was going on, it was being reported that LeBron was taking a pay cut from the Lakers in order to acquire an additional star to play alongside him. I think he wanted DeMar DeRozan, so maybe he felt like if I pull up to LA, if I show the homie love, if I ingratiate myself in this LA culture, maybe it'll be an easier thing to get DeMar out here.
Personally, I feel this is...
That's a reach. I don't know about that. That's a reach. I don't know about that. I think if they wanted to get him on there, they would have just got him on there. I don't think it had nothing to do with the beef. I don't think he's popping out. I don't think that had nothing to do with that. I mean, I love Will though, but I don't know about that Will.
somewhat unlikely since just showing up to the concert would have been enough to show support. Cause LeBron was having the time of his life, smiling from ear to ear in pics and screaming those OVHO bars at Dot's pop-out show. It seemed like a little more than a new signing. But then there's also this outrageous take from DJ Academics, which claims that LeBron is somehow jealous of Drake's lifestyle.
Maybe LeBron is a little bit jealous of, alright, yo, he's like me, but look at the lifestyle he's living. The jet, the women, out partying every time. I don't know. That, and I'm not saying jealous like you want that person to fail, but it's just like you're watching how this guy's moving, and you're like, you know how you have to move. LeBron is a family man, committed for, 20 years? Y'all both in the same position, but that nigga look like he having a whole lot of fun. It's a little bit different, and not that that's bad either way. Maybe you were waiting for that nigga to take a L.
Although this seems like another...
I don't know about that either. I think that's a stupid take, Academics. Do you ever think that maybe has nothing to do with jealousy? Maybe he feels like Drake hasn't grown up. Maybe he feels like, okay, this guy he's only 2 years younger than me or whatever. And he's still doing the same thing he did 5 years ago. I got friends like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll explain that at the end, but let's keep it going.
Drake a glazing session by Big Ac, it also ties into what I said earlier. Apart from being at the top in their respective industries, Drake and LeBron do not have much in common anymore. In fact, Steph and Kevin Durant act like much better friends to Drake than LeBron. And this could be because Drizzy and Bron's relationship has gotten to the point where they are quote-unquote friends, simply because of the positions both of them occupy in their industries. LeBron probably didn't feel any personal obligation to Drake during this rap beef since, in his mind, he's taking part as a fan, which is why he finally responded with his own subliminal message to Drake, containing Drake's Nike OVO collab reading "Love You Forever" with an infinity symbol next to it. But if you want to hear more about Drake's sensitivity and where it stems from, you can click this 40-minute video that I'll put on the screen.
Alright, yeah, shout out to Loester, man. Videos be dope. Yeah, man. I had a couple of friends like that. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. See, when you grow up with people, right? And this is just, this may be a little more than what Drake and LeBron is going through, but I'm just gonna explain it. When you grow up with people, you get to a certain point in your life where you go either left or right. One of y'all go left, one of y'all go right, or y'all both go left, or y'all both go right. Now, a couple of my friends, passed away. And I go to the funerals and I see some of these people. And some of these people look like they still back in 96. They haven't changed, not one bit. They still wear the same clothes, still wearing Timbs. You know what I mean? Still, and then nothing wrong with wearing Timbs, but they still wearing Timbs and fatigues. As if we're still, like we're in the hood still. You know what I'm saying? And people grow past that. And I think a lot of people, they stuck in the same, they still listening to the same music. They haven't grown. They haven't grown as people. Not even hasn't grown as hasn't grown as men or women. Just mentally, they haven't grown anywhere. They're still in the same cycle. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how LeBron probably looks at Drake as he's still doing the same thing he's been doing for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years. He hasn't done nothing different. So that's the thing. So, so he hasn't grown. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they have came to those crossroads where LeBron probably feels as though that Drake is he's still in that life. Now, I don't think this has nothing to do with jealousy, because LeBron is damn near a billionaire himself. Or it doesn't, to me, it doesn't have nothing to do with whether LeBron feels like he want to still live that life. That doesn't make sense. Because if that was the case, then LeBron wouldn't have got married and had all those children. He's been married for 20 years, right? So if LeBron's been married for 20 years, why all of a sudden he would be mad about this? You know what I'm saying? He has a whole wife and children. He has a whole family. I think he's already set in his head. It's not like, oh man, I want to be messing with all these women. Because I haven't heard of LeBron having several mistresses or different girlfriends. I never heard of that. So it's not like he's, you know, doing that on the side or something like that. So I think that or it could be LeBron when Kendrick said keep the family away and all that stuff. LeBron could have looked into it and could have found some things about Drake that, you know, he just don't agree with. And maybe he don't know how to tell Drake. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But like I said, in my situation, sometimes I feel like some of my friends that I know from the past, they haven't grown as people. They're still in the same situation. And I think that that's what it is with LeBron. I think LeBron feels as though that Drake hasn't grown and he's just stuck where he's at. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't became a man. He's still a boy. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, all right, man. 12 o'clock show coming up. See y'all. Peace. Bye.